What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Steve Valley. Today, we are starting a new segment called Crazy Build. So yes, you heard it. This is going to get crazy. When I say crazy, I really mean crazy, because today we are building a roller coaster in my backyard. Probably like, how are you going to build a roller coaster? Is this going to be impossible? Nothing is impossible. The crazy builds. Let's get started. So I got everything that I need here to build a roller coaster. Now, the questions that people get asked: safety first and all, you know that jazz. Safety third. You always want to build it and then get the safety after. So, let's get building. Alright, let's bring this. There we go. That's the first part of our roller coaster. Now we just have to have one more. Alright, now we got one more. We now got 2 4-hour roller coaster here. Let me get out of there. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. We're fine. We didn't die. Yeah, we're going to, next up, we're going to put our second part of our roller coaster. Well, you're probably wondering, well, this is the easiest job you've probably ever done in your life. Well, no. Hold up. We have to make a lift chain. We have to make acceleration brakes in case you die. There's a lot of other stuff that we have to do here. So make sure to stick around to the end of the video, because this build gets crazy. Okay, what we're going to do here. Let's grab this piece of wood. I'm going to put this piece of wood right exactly here. Okay, guys? You guys can't see it, but I'm going to let you guys see in a second here. Look at that. See how beautiful that is? That, my friends, is where you're going to go up the lift chain, and you're going to go the downhill. Oh, man. Boy, does this look fun? I bet it looks very fun to you guys. Problem. Guess what? You're probably on what? Well, I got cinder blocks. That's actually not a problem, but I got cinder blocks. You're probably like, what are cinder blocks going to do to your roller coaster? They're going to help us boost it up. So, stick around to just 2 seconds here. Okay, now we got our cinder block. Beautiful cinder block right there. It's now time to boost our coaster up just a little bit and make it better than it already is. So, you guys stand tight. Alright, here we go, guys. You may not be able to see me very well, but that's totally fine. We're doing this, baby. Okay. So, we're going to put this part of it right here. Perfect. We just have to move that in to where it is. Ugh. There we go. And now, yes. Well, would you look at that? Now we got our beautiful coaster. But guess what? It's not done yet. We can't just have the coaster flying off the track. We need to make it more safe. So, stand tight as I grab another cinder block. Okay, now that we got another cinder block, I'm going to put you guys in the same location so you guys can see what I'm doing. Here we go. Oh man, this is a tough project, but we got this, baby. I might just have to take that off for a second. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Now that we got that done, it's now time for our last step of building the roller coaster. The roller coaster might go a little bit fast down, so that's why I'm always prepared and got an extra piece of wood. And we're going to use this extra piece of wood, stand tight, as I get one last cinder block. Yeah, one more. Alright, now that I got one more cinder block, I'm going to put you guys in the same location that you were before. Alright, here we go. Cinder block number 3. Go. There we go. Got that. There we go. Our coaster is done. Now the question that you're going to get asked the most, is it safe? Crazy Builds is always safe, but to make sure that it actually is safe, we have to have a couple tests here and stuff, you know. But the test may not go as well as planned, so may have a problem here. But we're going to keep going because this is Crazy Builds. We do not give up. We go. Okay? So first off, let me show you the roller coaster. This is a tiny little station here. You go up the track, just like that. And once you get up the track, you're going to go down. And once you go here, you might fly off the track, but that's totally safe because we are going to make this safe. How? Anything's possible on Crazy Builds. So, let's get started with our first contestant. No one. Because we have to test it before we can, we possibly could die. But, let's test it with just a regular, everything, and hopefully this works okay. So that we can keep this video alive, and yeah. So yeah, let's just hope this goes well. Okay, so we're gonna put the coaster on the track, and we're gonna pull it up by a special way that I set up. And trust me, this is a totally safe way that I think it's safe at least. Let's just hope that it is very, very safe. It's safe, totally safe. Okay. Alright, so now it's time to get pulling and pull this thing up, baby. Oh. It's honestly not that heavy. Okay, now that we got the coaster here, all we have to do, bring it up just like this. But before we have that, we have to unconnect everything from the coaster. So I'm going to just do that. Chuck this over there. And yeah, let's get started. Here we go. It works. Well, kind of. I mean, you guys kind of saw that where it almost fell off the track. That doesn't look very safe, but trust me, this might help us make it safe. Yeah. We're going to put this right here where the coaster fell off. Just to let people know that you might fall off this coaster. Ugh. There we go. So now we should be okay. Let's go test number 2. Good luck. Well, good luck to me at least. Before we test this is a great idea. So let's do this. Let's grab the coaster. We're gonna connect it to these things that I have here. Put it on. I don't know if it's safe, but it's okay. At least we're on the thing. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull this over here. Okay? And we're just gonna let this down just like so. Perfect. And now that we got it down, it's now time to pull it up. Hopefully this test number 2 works a little bit better here. Might be a little bit hard to pull person up here. So yeah. Do this. Come on. Alright, let's take this thing apart. Alright guys, this might work. There we go. Okay, now that I got the coaster disconnected, that thing's supposed to save the coaster from falling off, but let's do this. It worked better. I mean, it's not like you're going to fall off like a person. I think that is perfect that we got a little bit of a push there. And there you go. That is how you build a roller coaster in your backyard. Next up, we're going to test me. Or you're probably like, how are you going to test yourself when you're like that? Well, that's when the tough part comes in here. We don't know how I'm going to test myself. But we'll figure it out. Okay, so we're going to pull myself up here. This is going to be quick and promising. Here we go. Y'all wish me luck, okay? I'm just gonna have to get myself up there in a certain way here. Might be tough, but we're gonna do this, everybody. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's gonna be tough. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Now, this is not safe. Never try this at home. You know I'm a kid, but it's okay. Oh. Yeah, this is not safe. Hey, it worked. That was actually kind of fun. Okay, that is the end of today's video, and that is a lot of fun. Now, remember, this might be not a very safe project here, but hey, it worked, and we're live. So, this is a crazy build. Follow for more.